Welcome to the Moksha Yoga Hamilton's Clean in 2015. I'm Dr. Nicole, and in today's video we'll be talking about headaches. So as many of you may be experiencing, when you start to eliminate some foods like sugar or caffeine from your diet, you experience different headaches. The most important thing you can do is hydrate. Take as much fluids as you can and get lots of sleep. The next best thing you can do is do lots of yoga. So here's a few poses that can really help to eliminate some of the common tense points that we get when we start to get headaches. I'm going to be releasing the back of the neck and then showing you how to use a foam block to really release the suboccipital muscles, which are the #1 cause of suboccipital headaches. The headaches that we get behind the head, in the forehead, or behind the eyes. And then I'll be teaching you how to strengthen your deep neck flexors in order to stabilize your neck, to eliminate neck pain and headaches overall. So let's begin. The first stretch you want to do is just take your right hand out to the side. All of these can be done sitting on your chair at work. If you're sitting on your desk right now, perfect. You can just reach your right arm out to the side and then gently tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. So you can bend your right elbow and place the back of your right hand on your low back, roll your right shoulder blade down, and then just gently rest your ear down toward your shoulder. So right now you might be feeling a little bit of a pull here, and if you do suffer from neck pain, I highly suggest taking your left 2 fingertips and placing it into your left temple, and just letting the weight of your head sink into your fingertips. When your muscles are supported, they trust you and they give you a little bit more space to open up. Hold this for a few breaths, and then take a big inhale. And as you exhale, roll your nose and your chin down toward your left armpit, and then take those fingertips into your forehead. And again, just let the weight of your head sink into your fingertips. Roll your right shoulder blade down. Press the back of the right hand into the low back. That allows the right side to traction down as you gently let gravity stretch the rest of your neck. You're stretching your levator scapulae, a muscle that attaches to the base of the skull and goes all the way down to the inside top of the shoulder blade. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, roll your chin down to your chest, and then inhale, come all the way back up. Repeating on the other side, take your left hand out to the side, inhale, long spine, and then as you exhale, drop your right ear to the shoulder. An option to bend your left elbow, place the back of your hand on your low back, and as you exhale, let that ear float down even a little further. Take your right fingertips into your right temple, inhale deeply, and then exhale, just let everything sink. Try to find space and just relax into the pose with your breath. Take a few breaths here, and when you're ready, inhale deeply. And then exhale, roll your nose down towards your right armpit, drop your chin down, take your fingertips to your forehead. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, drop your chin down deeper. Let the weight of your head sink into your fingertips, feeling a nice stretch into the back of the left side of the neck, your levator scapulae on the left. Trying to stay up nice and tall, not falling over to the side, which we tend to do. So try to stay up nice and tall. So I always try to avoid any pulling on the neck. When you start to pull on the neck or any muscle, it starts to contract because your muscle thinks you're trying to rip the muscle off of the bone. So when you support the muscle, that's why we use a lot of blocks and straps, you get a much deeper stretch. You can turn your nose gently toward your armpit or maybe slightly away, and just trying to find that perfect sweet spot in your neck that gives you the maximum stretch. One more breath here. And as you exhale, roll your chin down to your chest. And then inhale, lift your head all the way up. So this is my favorite triple chin post-pregnancy pose. It's very attractive. So what you want to do is to stretch the back of the neck. It's really hard to get because if you just drop your chin down to your chest, you tend to stretch just at the base of the shoulders there, top of the shoulders. To get the back of the neck or the base of the skull, you want to take your hand to your chin, retract your chin as far as you can, and then exhale, drop your chin down, trying to keep your chin retracted, and then tilt your head slightly to the side. Maybe roll your chin and your nose down to your right armpit, feeling a nice stretch in the left suboccipital muscle here. One more breath here. And then exhale down, inhale back up, and then restart again. Take your fingertips in, maybe with the left hand, draw your chin in, and then as you exhale, lower the chin down, and then tilt to the left and gently turn towards the left, feeling a nice stretch in the right suboccipital muscle to the base of the skull. It's so hard to stretch these muscles, but it's so important because these muscles, the nerves that supply these muscles, supply the back of the head, the forehead, and behind the eyes. And they cause the most common headache called suboccipital headache, the most common desk sitter headache that we see every day in practice. One more breath here. And then exhale, roll your chin down to your chest. Inhale, come all the way back up. Okay, so there are a few simple exercises to stretch out the back of the neck. So now we want to learn how to strengthen the deep neck flexors. So as we sit all day, I'm just going to turn to the side, we tend to sit on the back of our pelvis. When we send ourselves forward, our deep neck flexors become very, very weak, and all of this area become very tight. Our pecs become very tight, and our low back muscles become very weak. So what you want to do is take your hands to your hip, roll to the top of your pelvis, and as you do that, you get a nice little curvature in your low back. So that's a beautiful lumbar lordosis. You want to keep that at all times when you're sitting at your desk or watching TV, whatever you're going to be doing yoga especially. So what we want to do here is to stretch in between the shoulder blades. So take your arms up, turn your thumbs down, cross your left arm over your right, inhale deeply, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, curl your back away, and then drop your chin toward your chest. So you'll feel a really nice opening in between the shoulder blade. Inhale, come back up, take your hands over to the top left corner of the mat, and as you exhale, press your back, and then turn your nose and drop it down toward your left armpit. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale, come back up, take your hands over to the top right corner of the mat, and as you exhale, press your back to the back of the room, reach your hands forward, turn your nose down to your right armpit, take a deep breath here. Inhale, come all the way back up to center, and then relax. And now to get to the deep neck flexors. So what you want to do is usually do this when you're brushing your teeth. I'll turn back around. So when you're brushing your teeth, you're looking in a mirror, so you can make sure that your chin and your nose is in line with your chest. So just take your hand to your forehead, making sure that your head is in line, and then press your head into your hand into your head. This is called an isometric contraction of the deep neck flexors. You can even put your hands there, and as you press, you'll actually feel them ignite. And then you hold for about 10 breaths as you're brushing your teeth. And then relax. And then you'll do it too. As you brush maybe the right side, press into the right, do 10 breaths here, and then 10 seconds there, and then switch to the left. And then the last one you can do is back, and you're just going to press back as you're contracting. Press your head into your hand into your head, and finish brushing your teeth, maybe your tongue. And then when you're finished, relax. And the last thing you want to do is, maybe you can't do this at your desk, maybe you can. You're just going to take your block, I'm sure your coworkers won't mind, and you're going to come to lying with the base of your skull right on the edge of the block. So this is a little foam block. You can use a cork block. You can use the side of a book, maybe an accounting book that you're using. And then lie on your back. Place it into the base of your skull. Just draw your chin in. Let it traction the base of your neck. Turn towards the side as far as you can, and then come up about 45 degrees. As you drop your chin down to your chest, you're going to feel a really big opening in the right suboccipital. You can stay there for about 10 breaths, and then come back up. Roll to the left side, drop the chin, and again come back 45 degrees, and then let the left side of the neck press into the side of the block. Hold for a few breaths there, and then come all the way back up. Drop your chin, and just let the block traction the back of the neck. So you're opening up the base of the neck, and all of those joints at the base of the neck, they become more open. Instead of being tight raisins, they become big grapes, juicy grapes that are nice and lubricated like door hinges. So rolling to your side to come up, nice and slow. Come to a nice comfortable seated position. If you were doing this on your mat, I was sitting on a block, which is always nice. It's easier to sit on the top of your sits bones when you're sitting on a block, and it keeps your posture perfect. So I hope you enjoyed some of these headache releasing yoga poses, and stay clean in 2015. Thanks so much.